it's quzofrommycoke here with a friend battle with AlexandreH100, and I would like to give a shout out to Night Goblin 5 because he would like someone to battle, because he doesn't have any PBR friends, so it seems. You know, I actually enjoyed facing Alexandre's team, even though it was a bit random. It was interesting nonetheless, and well, you'll see, because it's actually supposed to be a trick room team. Now, Absol's got 75 base speed. I suppose that's okay for a trick room team, given the state of the metagame, but I probably wouldn't start out with it because of its low defense. However, Absol can be a heavy hitter, 130 base attack, which is very high, and now I get the Brian off, and I've got Deep Sea Tooth, which doubles its special attack to 148, making it the highest for a non-Uber. And even without the Deep Sea Tooth, it still would have done quite a bit. And now Bronzo sets up Trick Room, so that's one of the few things it's useful for. Then Leftovers. Interesting item given Absol. I would have given it a Focus Sash probably, but that's just me. Clamp protects itself, and that Me First is a very good tactic for a Trick Room team, because it works really well with the slower ones, because unlike the name suggests, it's not a priority move. And then Thunder hits, which is quite good. And then Safeguard. That was probably a waste of a move at this time. Then again, he may have not known that he didn't get to use it, and Thunder's only got 10% chance of paralysis, and there's no much Serene Grace. And the switch on the Bronzon was very unexpected, but then again, this team is very well, it's not normal. It's it's very creative, and I like it. It's better than all the noobs I get on Wi-Fi. Oh, and Brian. And I was expecting that to do more, given it has a Deep Sea Tooth, but and then Me First actually fails because my Clampar went first, and as I said, it's not a priority move. It's very confusing actually, but I've never understood that. Now Thunderbolt, and I wish I'd gone Follow Me, because of course I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and now Clampal sends Absol to swim with the fishies, and it goes Clampal. And unfortunately for Absol, it can't swim, so there it goes. Get drowned in the brine, and then Thunder misses, unfortunately. And another Leftovers, which I wasn't expecting, because Registeel's quite bulky anyway, so I don't think it needs them. It'd probably make more use of another item, but I don't know. And then another Protect, and now he disables my Thunder, but I don't need it anymore because it's got Psychic, and that's going to be very useful against that Muck. And well, sorry, Thunderbolt again on Clampel. I think, yeah, and Psychic didn't do that much, and I suppose it doesn't get the same type of attack bonus. And Muck can actually be quite bulky if you train it correctly. But most people just see it as a pile of sludge, but really it's actually quite good. And Trick Room's just faded, and now I switch for a Flygon. Yep, and I switch out Clampel as well for the Primeape, and unlike the Infernape in the last battle, this monkey doesn't monkey around. It's serious. And oh, Thunderbolt. Well, there's a surprise. I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting Thief though, and I think that could actually be quite an underrated move, so I might make a Thief team someday, but we shall see. And then takes hold of my Yacht Berry. But I don't really need that, because it turns out I don't have any ice moves. In fact, I don't think either Muck or Registeel can learn any. And now 5 Puncture on Registeel, and it does get burnt, and Registeel is more of a physical attacker if you're wondering, despite the Thunderbolt. And now I got Roleplay on Levitate set up for an Earthquake, and I'm surprised I've never seen that before, because it's actually very good. And then Superpower, I was expecting it to be just a special attack one, because then when you EV train it, you only have to focus on one attack if you want to raise the attack. And in the Pokemon nature, you can afford to sacrifice the other attack in exchange for another stat. Sludge Bomb does do quite a bit surprisingly, even though it's not advisable on a Muck, because Sludge Bomb is a special attack move, and Muck's only got 65 base special attack as opposed to 105 base physical attack. So if I were you, I'd give it Gunk Shot or Sludge Bomb. Well, Sludge Bomb is more accurate than Gunk Shot, so that's probably better. And I'm starting to understand why they called it Primeape, because I think it's a very logical naming for it, and I nearly get 2 for 1. But Muck is actually surprisingly bulky. It's actually got 100 base defense, which is very good. And now assurance. Well, I think even a tackle would faint that. It's very annoying when they survive with 1 or 2 HP. That's happened so many times, and sometimes it's even cost me the battle. Now Flygon does another fire punch, but it doesn't do that much, so I think it may have heat proof. I'm not sure, because Flygon does have quite good attack, and now Primate goes for assurance and it gets a critical hit. Yeah, and that's another annoying thing. Critical hits that they don't really have an effect on the game because the Pokemon has low enough HP anyway for a non-critical hit to faint it. See, I could go on for a while ranting, like I do with Crusade Nova on the phone, but I don't want to bore you, and I will try and get back with my Drifblim team soon.